Ark was born in flight, a leap between fate and chance. The alleys of Tonda knew him well, the child who ran not for escape, but for freedom, the rooftops his cradle, the wind his ally, the walls his chorus. The tragedy came in the night, when flames swallowed his world whole. Ark, then just 10, watched helplessly from across the street, his parents' silhouettes fading into ash. In the weeks that followed, the city felt heavier, as if its weight pressed down on him alone. Tonda's streets no longer felt like home. The foster home was worse, a house with no heart. They're just trying to help, he told himself daily, but the whispers, the stares, the lack of belonging grew louder than any kindness. At 13, Ark made the only choice that felt his own. He ran. The Paria called to him, its lights spinning like a promise of freedom. He found a place there, cleaning cages, tightening ropes, and sometimes climbing high above to fix what others couldn't reach. The circus folk called him Spider. He called himself invisible. Then she arrived. Isla, with her strange, knowing eyes and a voice that carried secrets. She saw him one night, perched atop the Ferris wheel, his balance perfect, his gaze far off. "You don't belong here," she said softly. Ark looked down at her. "Neither do you." She smiled. "I belong wherever I need to be. But you belong in the air. You were born for it." Her words stuck with him, haunting him through the nights as he raced across rooftops just to feel alive. Months passed before she returned, this time with a challenge. "There's a nationwide parkour contest," she said, tossing him a flyer. "Join." Ark laughed bitterly. "People like me don't win contests." "Why not?" Isla challenged. "You think because you're an orphan, because life threw you to the ground, that you can't rise? Parkour is about defying gravity, defying limits. You can win, Ark." Her conviction shook something loose inside him. For the first time in years, he wanted more than just to survive. The contest was held in Manila, and the city felt like a battlefield of glass and steel. Ark stood among the competitors, his nerves taut as wires. Then there was Elastico, his swagger unmistakable. "So, Spider made it to the big leagues," he sneered. "Let's see if you can keep up." Ark ignored him, channeling his focus into the course. The crowd roared as competitors vaulted, rolled, and leapt through the urban maze. Ark's turns were flawless, his movements fluid as water. In the final round, he was in the lead. But Elastico wasn't done. As Ark prepared for his last leap, he felt the platform beneath him wobble. A bolt had been loosened. He barely managed to grab the edge, his fingers screaming in protest. Crowd gasped. Ark hung there, his breath shallow, his dreams crumbling. Back at the Paria, Isla found him sitting alone. "I should have known," he muttered. "People like Elastico always win." "Is that what you believe?" Isla asked sharply. "You think this is about winning some contest? You're more than this, Ark. You don't need their validation." Ark turned to her, anger flashing in his eyes. "Then what do I need, Isla? What's the point of all this?" She knelt before him, her voice steady. "The city needs you. Not as a champion, but as a hero." She revealed her truth that night. Isla was the leader of an underground organization, fighting corruption and crime in Manila. Her team needed someone like Ark. Someone who could move unseen, someone who could rise where others fell. It was no contest, Ark joined her. In the weeks that followed, he became a ghost in the city. His legend grew with every mission. Foiling robberies, rescuing hostages, dismantling syndicates. Elastico, however, returned as a darker shadow, a pawn for Manila's underworld. Their final confrontation was a ballet of danger, high above Escalta's skyline. Ark and Elastico fought on a crumbling rooftop, their movements precise, their breaths labored. "You think you're a hero, Spider? Elastico spat, his knife flashing in the moonlight. You're just another pawn, like the rest of us. Maybe, Ark replied, his voice calm, but at least I'm on the right side. Elastico lunged, but Ark anticipated the move, using the city itself as his weapon. With a final, daring leap, he disarmed Elastico midair, sending them both tumbling. Ark barely caught a ledge, his body screaming in pain. Elastico wasn't as lucky. The team pulled Ark back to safety, but Isla's relief turned to fear as she saw the blood staining his shirt. You almost died, she whispered. Ark grinned weakly. Would have been a good ending. Not for me, she said, her hand brushing his. Ark looked at her, the city lights reflected in her eyes. Guess I'll stick around, at least until the next rooftop. Together, they looked out over the city Ark had saved. The city that would always call him home.
Running through alleys, the city's old maze. Fly through the skyline in smoke-covered days. Boy from Manila, he's faster than time. Chasing horizons, breaking the climb. Walls couldn't hold him in this jungle steel. Every leap breaking the chains we feel. Jumping from rooftops just to be free. Hoping each motion for you and for me. Walk through the chaos like sparks in the night. Lighting the shadows with daring flight. Echoes of freedom in every stride. Faith in the movement can't be denied. Walk through the chaos like sparks in the night. Lighting the shadows with daring flight. Echoes of freedom in every stride. Faith in the movement can't be denied. Started a legend among concrete thrones. Gangs turned to tracers, leaving their zones. City of danger, not city of dreams. Unity rising from asphalt it seems. All through the chaos and sparks in the night. Light in the shadows with daring flight. Echoes of freedom in every stride. Faith in the movement can't be denied. Heroes in motion, defying the law. Street turned to tracers, leaving their zone. No turning back once the journey begins. Rise from the ruins where liberty spins. Through the chaos like sparks in the night. Lighting the shadows with daring flight. Echoes of freedom in every stride. Faith in the movement can't be denied. All through the chaos like sparks in the night. Lighting the shadows with daring flight. Echoes of freedom in every stride. Faith in the movement can't be denied. Can't be denied. Motion defying the law. Street turned to tracers, leaving their zones. City of danger, now city of dreams. Unity rising from asphalted scenes.